Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Friday, August 26, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you at least 5 betting picks for each game, a team pick, a total pick, and multiple prop bets based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Buffalo Bills versus Carolina Panthers. It's the final week of the NFL preseason as a pair of teams with plenty of connections take the field in the Tar Heel State. The Buffalo Bills are on the road as they travel to face the Carolina Panthers Friday night, looking to close the tune-up part of the slate on a positive note. Buffalo cruised to a 42-15 home win over Denver Saturday in their Week 2 preseason contest. Carolina was upended 20-10 on the road by New England in their Week 2 contest last Friday night in their most recent game. The Bills own a 6-2 edge in the head-to-head regular season series, including a 31-14 home romp in the most recent meeting on December 14, 2021. They also won the last preseason matchup 27-14 on the road on February 16, 2019. Our team pick is Buffalo Bills plus 6 points. And here is why. Carolina hasn't really shown much of anything in the preseason. They scraped past Washington in the opener on a last-second field goal before getting stifled by New England on the road last week. Sure, Panthers may play some or most of their starters for some extended run to get ready for the regular season. The thing is, Buffalo played their starters for one drive against Denver and still racked up 42 points. The Bills have won their last 10 preseason games and have covered the line in each of them. Buffalo is also 9-0 ATS in their last 9 preseason games as an underdog. The Bills are a far superior team to the Panthers, so getting points is like manna from heaven. As the Steve Miller Band once said, take the money and run. Our total pick is under 42 points. And here is why. Carolina struggled offensively without Mayfield and Darnold under center, finishing the game with 192 total yards. They are averaging 165 passing yards and 75 rushing yards per game through 2 games. Walker completed 8 of 15 passes for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns in the loss, while Corral completed 8 of 15 passes for 58 yards. Chuba Hubbard led the team with 22 rushing yards on 6 carries, while Derek Wright led the team with 32 receiving yards. The Bills have put up a lot of points in the preseason, averaging 34.5 points per game through 2 games. Even though they will sit most of their starters, their backups have played well so far and will put up a lot of points against the Panthers, who struggled defensively in their first 2 games. The Panthers have not been as explosive offensively, averaging 16.5 points per game through their first 2 games. With the team unable to run the ball and Walker failing to throw a touchdown pass in 2 games, they will struggle against Buffalo's backups and won't score enough points to push the score over the total. Our prop bets are: our first pick is Buffalo Bills over 20.5 points. The Buffalo Bills ended the season having a 11-6 mark. In their last contest of last season, the Bills faced off with the Chiefs and ended up losing by a score of 42-36. Josh Allen connected on 27-37 with 329 yards passing and 4 TDs. He had a quarterback rate of 136 and ended the game without throwing an interception. Devin Singletary was the rushing leader for the Bills with 10 attempts for 26 yards, 2.6 yards per attempt. Gabriel Davis had an average of 25.1 yards per catch by totaling 201 yards on 8 receptions. The Buffalo Bills ended up rushing 24 times and had 109 yards, which earned them an average of 4.5 yards per tote. On the day, they tallied 63 plays which converted into 422 yards. Buffalo allowed 33 pass completions on 44 attempts for a total of 370 yards and a completion rate of 75.0%. When it came to the battle of the line of scrimmage, the Bills conceded 182 yards on 27 tries, which averages out to 6.7 yards per rush surrendered. The Bills attained 6,493 total yards for the prior campaign. Buffalo earned 236 first downs, and they were hurt by 113 penalties for 980 yards. Buffalo totaled 36 touchdowns through the air and 20 rushing touchdowns. They turned the ball over 22 different times, 16 interceptions and 6 fumbles lost. Offensively, they held an average of 129.9 yards in the run game, which ranked them 6th in the National Football League. When talking about scoring, the Buffalo Bills had an average of 28.4 points per outing. Our second pick is Carolina Panthers under 20.5 points. The Panthers wrapped up their season having earned a 5-12 mark. For their last game of last season, the Panthers took a loss by a score of 41-17 when they faced the Buccaneers. Chuba Hubbard carried the rock 9 times for 48 yards, finishing the contest with 5.3 yards per attempt for Carolina. DJ Moore was one of the featured targets for the Panthers, snagging 7 passes for 87 yards, 12.4 yards per catch. Sam Darnold, 2 TDs, walked away from the contest with 219 yards on 29-42 through the air while his QB rating was 87.3. He had 1 pick and his average yards per pass attempt was 5.21 yards. Carolina surrendered 20 rush attempts for 85 yards, 4.3 yards per rush. The Panthers secondary gave up a completion percentage of 74.4%, surrendering 324 yards on 29 out of 39 passing. The Panthers finished the contest with 317 yards and they ran 71 plays, 4.5 yards per play. Carolina ran the ball for 4.2 yards per carry, finishing the contest with 110 yards on 26 carries. Third pick is score prediction. Buffalo Bills 27, Carolina Panthers 13. Our player props are: first pick is Josh Allen over 25.5 passes. Second pick is Moore under 10.5 passes. The Panthers conceded 23.8 PPG, which had them in 21st in the league. Carolina allowed a total of 1,935 yards via the ground game, 113.8 yards/game, in addition to 16 touchdowns by ground last season. They gave up 26 touchdowns through the air and 192.1 yards per game, which had them in 4th in football. The Panthers' defense participated in 1,028 plays, which had them ranked 4th in the NFL. In total, they gave up 404 total points. Their defense had 16 turnovers, 7 fumbles recovered and 9 picks over the course of last year.